Hello, my name is Dr. Donald Sora. I am Associate Professor of Music at the University of Virginia's College at Wise, where, in addition to other responsibilities, I teach applied trumpet lessons, and I'm here to help you with your 2020 All Virginia Auditions Etude, composed by Robert Wall. This came out yesterday evening, and I spent some time this morning taking a look and practicing some of this, and I thought I would share in this video some insights for getting ready to practice this. So I know the first thing I wanted to do when I got it downloaded was to grab the horn and play. And maybe that's not the best thing for you. I would recommend the first thing to do, step one, is to sit down and look over the piece. There are always pitfalls that are written into these pieces to separate those who really study the work to those who just suddenly pick up the horn and try to play through it. So let's take a moment to look through this piece, looking at accidentals and pitches today. I'm using the iPad here with an app called Fourscore, F-O-R-S-C-O-R-E. Little advertisement here at the University of Virginia's College at Wise. All of our full-time students and faculty receive iPads when they enter the university or the college, and we use those a lot in our instruction and classroom and music practice. One thing that's been super helpful is that we don't have to carry tons of books around. Music folders have somewhat been eliminated, is that we can scan our music and have it all on our iPads ready to go. So it's easy to carry this one little device around and have, as long as it's charged, it works very well to have all your music there. It's really handy. So enough for the advertisement, but this is Fourscore, and I've got it pulled up here. I can scroll through the piece, but I'm going to tap with two fingers, and you can see I've entered edit mode. On the top left, if I click the little flat here that's red, we have a list of other things, indications that we can drop in here. Instead of having to draw in a flat, we can actually drop in a real flat, and it looks very professional, looks very nice, and it's less distracting. I've chosen to make mine sort of a dark red so I can see what my edits are. So our first task is to look through this and look at the key signature that stays two flats throughout. I might argue that it finds its home mostly in mostly in G, although we do see a resolution in C in measure 11. But as we get to the end, it's sort of more of a G minorish type feel. Overall, it kind of moves around. So I'm going to click this flat first of all, because as we go through here, we're going to just go measure by measure. Measure 1, no accidentals. 2, no accidentals. 3, we see some A flats. And remember that accidentals carry through the measure. In this case, it's pretty simple. Those 3 are all A flats. As we get to measure 4, we have our first instance in which we might want to mark a flat. As my wife says, and she picked up from one of her former teachers. By the way, she is also an instructor of trombone at our college. Even the dullest pencil is better than the sharpest memory. So it's a nice saying to keep in your mind here. And always keep a pencil handy. In this case, I've got my Apple Pencil, and I'm going to drop in above this A on the end of beat 2, an A flat. And yes, I'm going to put it above the note. I'm actually going to put it up the staff. I think I've decided to do. That may be a little bit too far removed, but for now that's going to work to remind us that it's an A flat. There's not a whole lot of room to put it before the note. Well, let me give that a try. Maybe I'll do that too. Okay, so a double reminder, not a double flat. So we go through to measure 5, D, G, D, A flat, F, D, B flat, A flat. All clear, right? Measure 6, all clear. D flats continue on the end of the measure. 7, C, D flat, B flat, C, then what? Yes, the flat carries through the measure, so I'm going to click my flat, and I'm going to place it back here as a reminder. Remember, the dullest pencil is better than the sharpest memory. I don't want to give myself the chance to miss it in that audition, right? You want to nail it, so let's put it in here. So we get to measure 8. I think it would be nice to throw in a courtesy accidental to remind us that, hey, now we are D natural. We've hit a bar line, and that D has gone back to its natural state, which is natural in this case, right? Those two are D naturals, and the same thing in the octave below. Moving to measure 9, let's take a look. F, A flat, C, E natural, F, G, A flat, G, B flat, F, C, G. What about this next E? If you'll look carefully, if you look back, there is an E natural in beat 1 that we need to follow through. And this is one of those errors, a rookie mistake, that if you haven't studied your piece you may still be playing that as E flat. So E natural, D flat, C, G, and then we follow suit with the octave below as we continue. E flats, and we move into this kind of resolution in the key of C, a sort of C minor feeling, right? And I'm going to throw in that one extra flat there on the D just as a reminder. I'm going to click done so I can scroll, move on into the B section of the piece. Tap with 2 fingers, and that obscures our top line. We don't want that. Tap with 2 fingers again. A, B flat, and this is measure 12. A, B flat, C, A, E flat in the key signature. If you need to mark it, please do. I'm going to do it just for fun. Again, no chance for error in that one moment we get to play in our audition. Why not mark it? Measure 13, F, E flat, C, D flat, B flat, A flat. Measure 14, G, B, C, C, E flat in the key signature, D, A flat. Mark that interval. You may circle it. Think about that. That's a little tritones, a little rough on the ear. We'll revisit that later. 15, G, F, D, natural that is, G, C, E flat, D flat, C, B flat. Pretty easy. Move on to 16. We're going to get a little tricky here in a few places. So 16, A, B flat, C sharp, F, E, B flat, A, G. What's next? Yes, that is an E natural sneaking in there. Because we've just had a natural, I'm going to hit undo real quick. Put a better one in there. That's a little sloppy. That's a little better. So we've had an E natural on beat 2, and when that carries through, also look what happens. We also have a C sharp, because we also have that on beat 1, on the 3rd note of beat 1, right? So that 3rd beat of measure 16 should be E natural, C sharp, B flat, A. 17 is as is, 18 and 19 as is, 20, 3 A flats in the end. 21, let's look carefully, G, F, G, A flat, beat 1. Beat 2, B flat, C, B flat, A flat, in case you need it. I'm going to throw it right above the note here just as a reminder. I think I can squeeze it in there. Okay, A flat, G, D, B flat, F, D. I'm going to call this another A flat. We've had just the octave below. So A flat, G, E flat. 22, B flat, C, C sharp, A, E, A, D, A, F sharp, A, E flat, A. So all A naturals, good. 23, remember the E flat's in the key signature. E flat, F sharp at the end. Watch that little augmented second interval. 24, G, B flat, E flat, G, F sharp, G, A, B flat. We have a little G minor descending arpeggio. B flat, G, D, B flat. Measure 25 ends with D, A, F, E flat, D, D, B flat, A flat, G, D, 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 G. So it ends on the high G there. So hopefully this has helped you to identify some accidentals that you might have missed otherwise. So take the time to pencil these in. Please do let me know if something snuck by me. It has happened before. Won't be the first time. So let me know if I've missed anything so I can correct this for others. But my next recommendation for step 2 for you is to go through the piece without rhythm and just isolate these intervals. Play from D to F to C to D, etc., to get these intervals locked into your ear so you know what the intervals sound like. Separate that out into just counting the rhythm. Then later on we'll work on putting that together. So that's the end of the video for the first session here with accidentals. I plan to come back in the second section and we'll work in detail on, in the second session, we'll work on detail on the first section of the piece, which is measure 1 through 11. So hopefully these tips have been helpful for you, and I look forward to sharing some more with you in the next edition. Best wishes. Happy practicing.